Welcome to Candid Conversations. I am your co-host, Coach Ken Canyon, a.k.a. the professor, a.k.a. the doctor. Hey, you knew what I was going to say, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, I said it before. Okay, I am joined by my lovely co-host. Give it up for Simply Net, a.k.a. Grand Canions.
Welcome to Candid Conversations with the Grand Canions on this Thursday evening. We are so grateful that you guys joined us on tonight.
It kind of sounded a little mechanical when you
Did
did
I?
that. We're so grateful. Like a battery was in your ass. Like I just put a battery. We are so grateful.
You know what?
You might get me off camera when I got your ass on camera. What's up, girl? What's good?
I'm going to put a battery. No.
I got, as long as the battery stay strong in there.
You know what? You're so crazy.
Hey, look. Net, tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight's show going to be just a tad bit different than we normally do. But before we start, I want to say, y'all, thank you all for who have been watching this podcast. And y'all, we got a lot of other stuff going on, as you will see tonight. But we just appreciate y'all because we like to, give you a real relationship. And sometimes we're real. Most times we're real. Sometimes we're raw. And all the times we're going to be relatable. Yes. Yeah. All right, Ned. So, but before we get into tonight's show, let's talk about last week. We talked about dreams. We talked about support. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, we didn't. That was the week before.
Yes.
Our show was running together. Mm-hmm. We talked about needs or wants.
Last week.
Yes. Needs or wants. I thought about that show. And there's a clip up with you.
Yes.
Talking about me looking at a booty, and you were saying, and I looked at that, and you would say, I know you don't want to look.
You don't.
I know you don't want to look. And I thought about it. I say, really, I really probably be sweating. I don't want to look. But sometimes my neck.
You want to look, but you don't want to turn around.
I don't look.
I said.
I mean, like that. You see that? You see that? But why y'all look too though? Women look too though.
But see,
well, how come it's only when a man look? Because a dude, you can see. I guess if you looking at his print, but a big old ass, it's just a big ass. I mean, you can't miss a big ass.
Here's the thing.
Here's
the thing. If a man is coming towards me, and he's attractive, I am going to look at everything I can see until he gets here. And I'm done. The difference between you and I, you see an attractive woman and then you wait. You let her get, a little, it's like you like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that shoe store right there? Like you don't just take in what you can see from here. You gotta
but
go.
But with an attractive dude, it's kind of like an attractive dude.
I don't ever turn around.
No, but an attractive dude, everything that you want to look at is in front of him.
How do you know?
Well, maybe not.
I might like a nice onion too. How do you know?
An onion. You don't even like onions.
I'm just saying. How do you know?
Because because of a woman, part of it is, her butt is a part of it, but you can't see it from the front. Because some women, you can see a butt from the front. You already know what it looks like.
But even if you can see it from the front, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm finna take this chance.
I don't do it like that. I done learned over the years.
I know, and I can watch it. I say 5,
my
4.
My eye can go all the way back in. All right, y'all. But listen, the one thing I like about it is that we can have fun about it, y'all. Some people are so uptight. They can't have fun about. There are beautiful people in the world, but you know what? None more beautiful than you, baby.
Great answer.
To me.
Great answer.
I mean, to me, that you're the one I want to look at every day.
Oh,
that's it. All right.
That's so sweet. What do you want?
So tonight, though,
yes,
tonight's show, I want to tell you, I did get a letter. Tonight's show is called Candid Conversations. What candid conversations should you have before a relationship and when you get in a relationship.
Okay.
So let me read to
and
you.
I want to say thank you guys again for joining us. Tonight is our 20th
20th show.
show.
I mean, yo. So I want to read this.
Yes.
All right. It said this. Dear Coach, I'm writing this letter because I need to know something. Okay. I really like this guy. And I've heard you talk about asking subconscious questions, and I'm not fully versed in it. But I do want to know one thing. What conversations do I need to be having as the relationship progresses? What conversations do I need to have before? What conversations do I need to have after? Because the truth is, there's so much information out there on the internet. So many people are talking, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. And I don't know what to believe. The reason I follow you and your wife is because you guys have a great relationship. It's real, it's raw, and it's relatable, as you always say. And you always say we don't always agree, but we always love each other. And that's what I love about y'all. So tell me, what conversations do I need to be having?
Ooh.
Sign Lynette. Sign, she got the same name as you?
She does have my middle name.
And so what I wanted to start with is this.
Okay.
All right. If you could go back. So you're going to have to ask me. I'm going to tell you a conversation. I know you don't even know. She don't even know this, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing this on the fly.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you got a little pad, little notepad.
Like this is a question or two because I may forget, but go ahead.
So
right now,
what from your perspective, what conversations do you think a person, let's say one, just one, we'll do one at a time. What conversations should a person have from your estimation when they're dating, when they're just meeting? Say they're just meeting. We've been knowing each other about 2-3 weeks. What conversations from your perspective should they be having?
Oh, gosh, when they first meet. But I think it is very important for you to talk about sex.
Okay.
I think it is very important to know what someone's expectations are, what their desires are, what their likes are. I remember
2 weeks in.
Well, I
mean,
mean,
baby, like, look, I like the leg booty.
Let's just say, like I have a friend, Nick Lewis, who's a comedian. He does a joke on your freak level, right?
Okay, yes.
And so if I'm not going to say that part.
No, say it.
I'm just saying,
why you always got to be
gerbils,
so
if I like gerbils, and you scared of animals, then I need to know that up front.
If you like a gerbil in your ass?
Yeah, if I like gerbils and you scared of little furry animals, then it's not going to work. Let me know now. Let's just be friends. Let's just go get coffee, Let me know now.
You know what? I never thought
early in our relationship.
Okay.
I remember you said to me, it was more than 2 weeks in, but we were very young.
Right, we were very young.
You said, yo. I mean, I was very green. Let me just say that.
You was
I was very, very green. You was
until she wasn't.
Until I wasn't. You was like, yo, you are about a 7. If you want to be a 10, you got to do this. Right?
What was I talking about?
I'm not going to say. Yeah, I became a 10,
Okay, I'm not going to lie. That's a little
but I'm just saying, that's what someone young, what would someone more mature say to someone that they wanted to date about their freak level? How would you let somebody know that without scaring them off? Because that is a conversation, maybe not week 2, but early in a relationship. I think that if you are a sexual being, if that's something that you desire.
We all are sexual beings.
No, I'm saying if that's something that you desire, if that's something that's important to you in a relationship, like look, I'm not finna wait, like I got it. So how does somebody tell someone without scaring them early on what their desires are sexually?
Okay.
I said a lot to say that.
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm glad you asked that question because I'm going to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you're asking questions, whenever you want to know something,
Mm-hmm.
you always start the conversation off based on values. Okay. And so you say, when you, and early on, I always tell people, don't get so heavy. Don't be so deep. Because the one thing that people want to know early on is, do I like you?
Mm-hmm.
Can I be around you? Is the energy good? So the only way you know if the energy is good is what we do is we just live in the present. If we going to play, throwing the axis, let's just be in that moment. Okay. And I always tell people, sure, you can ask questions, but stop getting so caught up in, do you make 6 figures? Do you have a house of your own? Do you have any retirement? When last time you got fired? Listen, people at the end of the day, people want to know, when you date somebody, do I like being around you? Do I want to be around you more? Now, should you slide in a conversation, a question or two early on? Yes, but it can't be about that. So my whole thing is, whatever we're doing, when we're sharing the same space, do I like sharing that space with you? That's it.
So sex shouldn't be brought up?
Yeah. So if you want to bring
But
up
how?
something, I'm going to share with you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just had to tell you the first part first. Okay. All right. So you want to bring up sex. First off, you want to do is you want to bring up sex in context of the things that I value. Okay. I value a person who honors me. All right. I value a person who wants to spend time with me. I value a person who desires me sexually. All right. Notice what I just did? I'm bringing up the conversation in terms of what I value. Now, each thing that I value is a deeper conversation. So when I start talking about sex, I value somebody who's into me, that I can be free sexually with. And then the other person might, oh, well, what do you mean by that? And so now we go deeper.
So you you don't just go deep from the beginning. You let it start small and evolve into that. Okay.
Because I want to know, do I like, first of all, y'all, if I don't like your ass, we don't need to go deep. What we gonna do? What do I don't need to tell you about my mama?
Well, what about a person who, we've been seeing each other for months. I am attracted to you sexually. We have been intimate, but I don't know how to tell you I want to stick my toe in your ear. I don't know how you feel about toes in your face. You want to tell me
how you going to stick your
finger
in your booty?
I said toe in your ear.
I always take it too far. I know I do. Hey, I get to be Kid on this show, not Coach Kid. All right, but go ahead.
So how do you take it deeper once you have, you're dating somebody? You guys, you already been there. And you already had sex. Yeah, you already been there, and you like now you ready to smack and flip it and rub it down, but you don't know how she feel about being smacked. How do you go deeper with that?
You start where I told you to start. Right. I love it when blank. So let's say we've already been there, and so I'll start with the point of reference. Point of reference is we already had sex. All right. I love being with you the other night, girl. I saw that yellow thing, it was good. I like it. Okay. So notice, but look, I'm role playing right now, but I'm actually, so I'm creating the space for us to talk about it.
Yeah.
I love this. When you want somebody to talk about something, you talk about something that you love that they were a part of.
That's good.
Okay, you talk about something that you love that they were a part of. I loved the other night when you caressed me. I loved the other night. And you know what? I'd like to find out some other things, your freak level. I know we just started this. Notice what I'm doing. I told you what I loved. I created the space for us to talk about it. And now I'm initiating the conversation by simply saying, I want to discuss more and see where this goes. I like what we discussed before. I like what we did before. Now I want to see where you're at. You see what I'm doing? It's non-threatening. And I always tell people you either start from a point of reference of things that we have experienced, or you want to start from a point of reference of things we want to experience. Both of them are points of reference.
You said something so important to women.
Okay.
It was non-threatening. The way that a lot of times, sometimes, I'm not going to say a lot of times, sometimes we feel backed in the corner or forced to have sex or not. Or to do things,
Okay.
and the way that you said it was very non-threatening. You made me want to go and that. You know what I'm talking about?
If I'd have been like, look, you need to do this.
You were not. We were young though. But
what you trying to say? I remember. I didn't force you to do it in the car. I didn't force you.
you just would just say stuff. You would like, can I have some meow, please?
Oh, no, let me tell you what she talking about, y'all. So I called her one day. I'm going to say it because she ain't going to say it. I was like, what you doing? She was like, none. I was like, let me get some pussy. I want some pussy. And she was like, oh, because, she was kind of green. She was like, you can't say it any better than that. I was like, well, can you give me some pussy, please? I mean, and so for me at the time, of course, I was young.
Yeah, we were young.
Of course, I was young. Would I say it like that now? Absolutely not.
I would hope that you would.
I mean,
to
you, I do say
no,
it.
No, but that was like.
I'm talking about if I was single and meeting someone.
Oh, yeah.
I would not say it like that. But I want to ask the audience. What conversations do you think that people should have early in the dating?
Yeah, what questions should you ask?
What?
So give me one of yours.
Okay. All right. So for me, it's got to come from a place of my subconscious questions.
Okay.
So one of the things I want to know is
I'm sorry to stop you.
Huh?
Did you actually share what an actual subconscious question
I have shared it before.
Can you share it here?
I will. Okay. A subconscious question. All right, y'all. Well, let me give you the short version of this. We have two parts of our brain. We have our conscious mind and our subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
And let me keep it simple because I don't want to go too deep.
Okay.
Our conscious mind is simply what thoughts we are aware of. You're aware that you're here with me and we're on this podcast.
Right.
Okay. You're aware of that. But our conscious mind only controls 10% of our reality. What controls the other 90% is our subconscious mind. I think of our subconscious mind like a computer that has all of your thoughts, your beliefs, your traumas, all of your experiences, things you in your past. So think of it like a computer cabinet that, your past, when Net was little, when somebody said something about her, it's in that file cabinet. It's in your subconscious programming. So the way human beings work, we operate every day. 90% of our reality is based on our subconscious, our belief system, our thoughts, our emotions. We operate on that. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's where the true person resides, not in the conscious person. Because I'll give you an example of something, just how powerful it is. You ever driven somewhere? I know if you were going to work, right? You ever thought about all the stuff that be on your mind? Mama, you got to do this. And you don't even think consciously about, I got to turn here, turn right. But you end up at the school every time. No, that's your subconscious mind directed you because it's seen this path over and over again.
It's something and don't have to really think about.
You don't have to think about it. It's not a conscious thought. It is what we call an unconscious thought. Okay. So, or subconscious thought. So let me tell you. So I said all that to say, what's a subconscious thought? What is a subconscious question? If I want to get to know you now, do you remember, I didn't know this at the time, but I used to ask you about your dreams. Those are subconscious questions. I didn't know they were at the time. When I said, well, tell me what you dream about. Tell me the thing that you'd love to do in your life. Those are subconscious questions. But now I've taken it deeper. I say, tell a person, tell me one thing that you learned from your mother that helped you be the woman you are today.
Okay.
Well, it ain't in your conscious mind.
Okay.
It's in your subconscious mind. That's where the answer is.
Okay.
And so when you go retrieve that answer, that tells me something about you.
Oh.
Now I know how you think.
Something on a deeper level.
That's the deeper level.
Oh, that's good.
And so that's how I approach Candid Conversations and how we're going to do it in our show. We're going to ask some deeper level questions.
Ooh.
And why are we doing this show? This whole show is about the conversations we're going to have. Our first show, June 22nd. Now, look, you may see this podcast episode after the first episode is aired, but we're going to different cities. But the first one is going to be in our city, Greensboro Triad, Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem, but it's going to be in the Triad here. And if you want to come, but y'all, it's going to be so fun. We're going to get deep into questions like this. We're going to get, and look, we're going to play games. We're going to get people to think on their feet. Men and women, how men think differently from women. All of that stuff is going to be at the show. It is going to be dope. I don't even say they say dope anymore. It's going to be fire. No, I don't say fire anymore. What they say? What they say now? I don't know. What they say? You one of our producers, you young. What they say now? It's dope. She said dope is fine. But listen, for those who want to come, and low key, y'all, as our producer says, low key, that's where I learned this from. And low key, it's going to be a place where you can meet, men and women can meet in a non-threatening environment. So you can observe people and with real life situations and see how they act. And you might want to meet them. So we're creating a thing. We're creating a whole show called Candid Conversations, where it's music, comedy. My baby, you gonna do some comedy?
I'm gonna do a little something.
You gonna do a little comedy?
I'm doing a little.
Y'all don't know. My wife comedian, and she funny as hell. Yeah, she's so reserved right in this podcast. But I'm like, when you get on stage, you be off the chain.
Lady.
Okay, I'm with that. All right. But that's coming up. Listen, if you want to get the ticket, go to our link. Go to my bio. Go to my bio, click Candid Conversations, June 22nd. Tickets are halfway sold out. What we want you to do is get your ticket because we still got a little time. It's going to sell out. Yes. Y'all, I'm so excited about it. Aren't you excited about it?
I am.
Tell me why because we've done this before.
It's been a minute since you and I have done something together. So I'm really, really excited to share the stage with you. I'm excited about our panelists. I'm excited. We have a special guest that I signed up today, and I will put that out there.
You signed them up?
Hey! I got a special guest coming.
No, I mean I'm just finding out about this.
Yes,
I'll
have to tell you out there.
Do what you do. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just excited to meet people who I've in person that I've been talking to online. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the knowledge y'all about to get. When I tell you the knowledge that I am really expecting, my expectancy of this is that somebody gonna get free. That somebody is truly is gonna receive a breakthrough at the event. I believe that.
And somebody might meet they bow.
That's their breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
That's their breakthrough.
So let me tell y'all the kind of stuff they're gonna go on. I got a question for you.
Okay.
That might be at one of these upcoming shows.
Okay.
Right.
What is my question?
And we call these the things that cause emotional uneasiness.
Ooh.
All right, here go a question.
Okay.
And what we're going to find out is, one of the questions, should marriages have an expiration date? Should marriages have an expiration date? Like, so we go 7 years, we can renew, or we say, hell no, I'm going on about my business. Should marriages have an expiration date?
I think there should be an option. Because I only say that because I know some people who have spent hella money getting out of marriages, and they could have benefited from it expiring in 7 years. That's all I'm saying. Your credit ain't bad. Your credit bad for 7 years, but after that, we're going to wipe it clean. I just know some people that would have benefited. They'd be like, you know what? I'm going to hang on in here this next year and a half, save myself some money, and, dip on out. I mean, come on now. So I mean, for real though, let's say you had to No,
me and you had the option.
No.
Me and you had the option. Like a lease to buy. Man, I think marriages should have an expiration date.
Let me tell you something.
I think 7 years.
Let me tell you something. And you do have an expiration date. It's called death.
Damn. I mean, you're too hard with this. You're going too hard with this. So
you gotta die out of this. You not walking out. You gotta die out.
So what, audience? What do you think?
What are your thoughts? Should marriages have an expiration date?
Because we're gonna be doing stuff. That's the kind of stuff.
What do you think? You say yes.
I say yes. I say marriages should have an expiration.
But think about it.
I think 7 years. I think it should be renewable every 7 years. Renewable every 7 years.
I don't know if we would have renewed ours in 7. And then what if I just saw a TikTok? So what if it's renewable and you mess around and get fined, right? You got to fine because it's late. It's a late fee. And then
we saw that.
Yeah, and you can't afford and then you go your marriage is in the red for the next 3 years.
Now the marriage is over. Remember, if you don't pay the fee by a certain time to renew, it's over. And so I'm gonna say, y'all, what say you? I'm gonna say I don't have no problem with that. Renewable ever since, because marriage is a contract from the state. And I know God got this contract.
Day is done. Gone the sun. You gotta die out. They're gonna play taps on you when you leave. It's a wrap. I got a bugle boy and a black suit.
You're scaring me.
You gotta die for this.
You're scaring me. All right.
All is well. Okay, I'm sorry.
What questions you got in your joint?
So mine is, okay, if you're in a relationship. Okay, this is in a relationship.
Okay, in a relationship.
And you need a break from your significant other. But I don't mean like a breakup break. It's just you guys go everywhere together. You do everything together, but you want to travel with your friend or you may want to go visit. So how do you say that without being offensive? You know, how do you tell somebody that you need to spend time away from them? You know, without the person being offended by it.
No, everybody.
Or how do you or how do you share that with somebody that you're meeting? Okay, now, you know, I love hanging out with you, but about every 2 months, you know, I'm gonna go missing for a weekend. I'm not doing anything. I just like my time. So how do you do that?
Same way. You know what? When you talk about your values, I value my alone time.
Okay.
I value sometimes just disconnecting, being with me. And when you talk to the bird, that's a conversation that you have early on. But the things you value, you say, I value, you know, just my me time. Every so often, I just want to disconnect. I just want to be with me. And I think everybody, or me, or hang out with my friends. And whatever that is, that's still me time. And I think the way you approach that based on with the conversation, this is what I value. And now how can other person get mad when you say you value something?
You don't think that I think you have people who would be offended by that even still. Not the fact that that's what you value, but that, you know, because I could hear somebody saying, you don't value me?
And you know what I would say? I value you because I'm with you 3 out of the 4 weeks of the month. Okay. And I want 1 week for me. Okay. Notice how I just, notice how that was smooth. I just switched that.
I'm glad that we can spend time apart freely.
Yeah, no, I do too.
You know, that I'll say, hey, call your friend, go somewhere.
And you do. And you're so good about that, about spending time, you know, go to a cigar bar, hang out, because you need to unwind. You know, I'm taking in a lot of people's issues and challenges. And sometimes I just need to recharge,
Mm-hmm.
but you're always there with me. Sometimes I need to just shoot the breeze with the boy, smoke a cigar.
Sometimes I need you to shoot the breeze. Like you need to get away. I need you to get away. I'm sorry. I got caught up. I'm sorry.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
You're taking this shit down a road that, I ain't sure what road is going down. I ain't sure which road is going down. And you got Peanut Gallery over here clapping for you. So, okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, but you do the same for me though. I'm trying to fix this.
I do. I be wanting you to get out of town sometimes. Just so I can get the TV. Sometimes I just want the TV. I just want to be able to watch.
Listen, you got to be quicker than that. You got to get in the room and get the remote.
I just want the gentleman. I want to watch the gentleman on my own. And then, except for I ain't got to hear. Why we got to watch this? I'm tired of looking at black comedies.
Stuff.
I'm tired of it.
You watch killing. Somebody always got to die, get blown up. I'm like,
that stimulates me.
Well, I mean, why can't nobody fall in love and laugh and why they always got to
hear about love every day. Or the lack thereof.
Like, God,
I hear about it every day. But look, okay, I want to just, I want to tell people, because we're going to get out of here. But when we do the Candid Conversations show, all right, when we do it, you ever notice how, you remember when we did this long time ago?
Yes.
And that couple we had in there, that they ended up not getting married because of coming. I was so happy. You were a little upset.
I was.
But I feel like
She did say it was a blessing.
She said it was a blessing.
A blessing, that, we stopped her from making, or we stopped her, but something that was said there, it pierced her. And she said it just stopped her from making a mistake.
Right. So I love it. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about communication. And speaking of that, we're going to talk about the PCC, the Pocket Communication Coach. We're going to talk about that. And when you get there, y'all going to see Pocket Communication Coach going to help y'all communicate better. I'm going to just say, we're going to bring Ned. Oh, now that I'm talking to you, I'm getting so many ideas.
You are. And we have put several couples together too. He talking about somebody breaking up, but we have put so many couples together at our events, people meeting.
And so if you want to meet somebody, we got people coming from Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham. We got panelists. We got coaches, therapists. We got all kind of people in the building. And then we got all age groups too. Because some of y'all, because think about it, some young people think differently to people who've been married 30 years.
Yes.
And so, we're going to talk about it, y'all. And I'm going to say this. We want y'all, if y'all want to come, look in my bio, click on my link tree, and click on Candid Conversations, June 22nd, right here in the Triad, Greensboro, High Point, North Carolina, right here. We're going to have, if you're a single lady, we're going to have men there too. If you're a single man, divorce, you ain't married, you looking, you need to come on. All right, we're going to have it there. Look, Ned, that's all we wanted to really talk about tonight.
Yes.
Candid
I enjoyed this evening.
And then
do you want to do? Come on. We can't pull out one.
We're gonna do these.
We can't pull out one tonight. Just come on. Let's just do one.
Just one.
Just one.
You want me to ask you, or you ask me?
You ask me. Come on.
I'll ask you.
Okay. Come on.
I'll ask you. Okay.
Just one.
All right. Just one. We're gonna do these
the moment
at
of
the
truth.
moment of
It's
truth
our card game.
at the show. Oh, it's so many things we're gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna pick it for you. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick it for you. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna say that one for the show.
Okay.
All right. Okay, here go one. All right, here go one. Your partner is ready for round 2.
Mm-hmm.
He or she sends you to the bathroom to get protection, while in the bathroom you see their herpes meds. What do you do? A, ignore it because it's too late now. B, yell out, what the fuck is this? WTF. Okay. C, break down and cry because you think you have it. Or D, get the hell out and never look back again.
B, C, and D.
You can only do
what the hell is this? this. And then run out.
You can't do but one.
Oh.
Why are you always picking 2 and 3? We be in the comment section. People be picking 2 and 3.
Cause that's just not a. That's like a whole. Like that's the whole thing. What the hell is this? Bust out crying, then you leave. Like,
but at least they got the medicine for it, and maybe it's undetectable.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Ask them what they would do. What they would do.
He threw me out. What would you do, Ken?
Okay,
what would you do?
Let me give it to you again. The moment of truth. Your partner is ready for round 2.
Round 2.
That means they already busted.
They done already tore it up. But if you're going to get some protection, that means you already had some. Okay, go ahead.
So that's possible. He or she sends you to the bathroom to get protection. While in the bathroom, you see the herpes medicine. What do? A, ignore it because it's too late. B, yell out WTF. C, break down and cry because you think you have it. Or D, get the hell out of there and never look back.
What's that song by Queen? Mama, I just killed a man with a gun. I'm sorry. That right there.
You've been doing a lot of talking about unaliving people.
Let me tell you something. You done messed around and bumped me up. And you knew you was bumped because you already got the medication.
That's curable, though.
To where?
That's curable. When I say curable, it's not curable, but you can still live a full life with no flares.
Listen.
I know people who have herpes. I know people who have it.
You sound like a commercial. You can still live a full life with no flares. Herpes.
Oh, y'all, we can't wait for Candid Conversations. Listen, June 22nd. We can't wait to see you in the building, whether you're single, married. It's complicated, situationship. It does not matter. Divorced, widowed, whatever. We're going to have something for each one of you. Click the link in my bio and hit Candid Conversation. Get your tickets today. We're going to have food, plenty of food. Having it catered. Spread. We're going to be having drinks there. If you need to get tipsy before you talk, we're going to have music, comedy. We're going to have a special guest. Damn, this is going to be dope.
Yes, it is.
All right, y'all. Now, any last words before we go?
I just want to say thank you guys for listening, for joining us tonight. And I know I will see your face and the place and your body at the party June 22nd.
Wow. We out.